Hello, in this video we're going to look at the relationship between the total product of labor and total variable cost. Consider a firm's total product of labor given by the following equation, where Q, the quantity of output, equals 2 times the square root of the number of workers, units of labor. This production function exhibits diminishing marginal product of labor. As more workers are hired, the additions to output become smaller and smaller. Here's a graph of that total product of labor function, short-run production function. And so as you can see here, as a firm adds more and more workers, output does go up, but it goes up at a decreasing or diminishing rate. The marginal product of labor then decreases with each additional worker hired, given this production function. Now let's consider the cost side, in particular variable cost. Here's our total product of labor function. And variable cost, when you have one variable input, is simply going to be the price of that input, the wage, times the number of units of labor in this case. And let's set the wage equal to $20 per worker. First thing we're going to do, we're going to solve this production function on top here for L. So I'm going to divide through by 2. So dividing through by 2. And now we need to square both sides of the equation to get rid of this square root of L here term. So squaring both sides of the equation, we get the following. And now we're going to substitute this expression back into our variable cost equation. So variable cost is wage times L, where the wage is 20 and L is Q squared divided by 4. Making that substitution, we have our variable cost equation, which is just going to be 5Q squared. If we were to graph that, we'll see that variable costs increase, but at an increasing rate. It becomes increasingly costly to produce additional units of output. So bringing both of those diagrams together, we got the total product of labor, or short-run production function, on the left, and the corresponding variable cost. So the shape of this total product of labor curve gives rise to how this variable cost curve will look and behave. So to sum up then, with diminishing marginal product of labor, the firm is required to use more and more workers to produce a given increase in the quantity of output. Using more and more workers becomes increasingly more costly, causing the firm's variable cost to increase at an increasing rate. Let's look at it with some numbers here. From this production function, total product of labor curve, the firm needs 4 workers to produce 4 units of output. So here's 4 workers, and that produces 4 units of output. To double the output to 8 units, the firm needs 16 workers, 4 times as many. That's diminishing returns here, diminishing marginal returns to labor. So with 16 workers, the firm produces 8 units of output. Now think about that from the cost side of things. Paying 4 workers $20 each to produce 4 units is $80. Okay, so here's 4 units of output, and that costs the firm $80. Remember, we set the wage equal to $20. Paying 16 workers $20 each to produce 8 units of output is going to be $320. $20 times 16 workers. So again, at 8 units of output, the total variable cost here is going to be $320. So notice here that variable cost increases by 4 times from doubling the output from 4 to 8 units. So variable cost is increasing here at an increasing rate. All right, I'll stop here.